So, welcome back to another live stream, everyone. My name is Oral Mackenzie, and in this live stream, I'm going to share with you 10 tips or 10 things young persons that are just starting out in Photoshop want to know how to do. On this channel, I teach social media marketing and help you solve your everyday tech problems. You know I like sharing my knowledge with you because I strongly believe that knowledge is power and I want to empower you all. So if it's your first time here, I'd love for you to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share this video. So just before we get started, I actually want to go through the housekeeping of how things is going to be throughout the live stream. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually show you the 10 things that if you're a beginner, you want to know, and then I'll be taking your questions. But in between each topic or each tool that I'm going to explain, I'll be hopping into the chat and I'll be taking our 1 or 2 questions and then jump back over to Photoshop. So that is how we are going to do it. So just before we get started, I'm going to check in the chat to ensure that my audio is okay and that you're hearing me fine. So I'm going to look in the chat now just for the persons that are already there to confirm that they're hearing me properly. So let me actually head over to the chat. So Palmer in the house, big up yourself. Palmer, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you're hearing me properly. I want to know if my audio is okay and if you're seeing me properly. So I'm just waiting on the confirmation about the audio to get started. So I'm just waiting on that. Crafty Craft, are you saying that you're hearing me properly? I'm just giving this a few seconds to get to you guys before I start. Okay, and Mr. Palmer have confirmed that he's hearing me properly, so we're going to get started. I haven't seen some persons as yet, but you know the notification take a while before it actually get out to persons on YouTube, so we're just giving them some time to join. Okay, there we go. Carrie J just joined, so Carrie J is here, and a few more persons should join, so we're just going to give them some time to join, and we're going to get started. So we're going to get started just now. So before I get started, I need to move myself out the way. So what I need to do is that I need to actually delete this video capturing so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to remove that right now so you can just see just my screen. And I'm going to transition this over to you guys so you should only be seeing my screen. So what I want you to let me know if you're still hearing me properly. Let me know in the chat if you're still hearing me properly. I'm just waiting. Now that I've removed the video capturing, I want to know if you're still hearing me properly. And Crafty Craft said he's still hearing me properly. He said good, so we're going to start now. So let me start. Alright, so as you already know, Photoshop is a paid program. However, if you look down in the chat, there is a free version that is no longer supported that you can actually download for free and use it. But if you want the paid version, you know you'd have to actually pay for the license. So there's a lot of stuff that you can learn in Photoshop, And Photoshop is actually unlimited with the amount of stuff that you can do in there based on my knowledge. The next thing I want to point out to you, if I show you how to do something, there's more than one way to do the same thing. Because in Photoshop, you can get the same result by using different methods. So if I show you one way to do it, there's another way to do it. There might be up to 3-4 ways to do it. So I'm just going to show you how to do it my way and my method. So most of the persons that are watching, you're YouTubers, and you want to know how to make beautiful thumbnail, even if you're watching this on the replay. So when you open up your Photoshop, this is what it will look like. So what you want to do, let me just check back in the chat to ensure that you hear me. Okay. Seems as if everybody's still hearing me. What is that, Curry J? Where is that first being spelled wrong? The first that you're talking about being spelled wrong, where it is? Where exactly it is? I'm watching the chat. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the chat while I answer that question. So, oh, you mean in the moving banner? Oh, in OBS. Okay, I can correct that when I'm finished. Oh no, now I get what you're saying. So anyway, let us jump over to Photoshop. So the thing about Photoshop is that over this side, the left hand side, you have the tools. And in each one of the tools have different options. So let me show you an example what I'm talking about. So this is one tool right here. This is a move tool. However, the move tool have more than one option. This right here is the rectangular cutout tool, but it has more than one option. So the first thing you want to try and do is to learn the tools. Then over here, you're going to have layers. Now, layers meaning in Photoshop, you put one layer on top of another layer. So the layer at the bottom is not being affected by any editing that you do. So it's basically, it's not all that complicated as it might seem. It uses tools and layers. Tools and layers. And up here you have the top menu. So if you want to make a thumbnail, what you want to do is to come right up here. You click on File, and then you're going to go to New. Then you're going to get this screen. This screen, you're going to actually customize the size and stuff like that you want for the thumbnail. And for thumbnail, YouTube recommend that you let it be 1280. And the height, you want it to be 720. And the resolution can stay at 72 pixels/inches. So on the background I'm going to use is just white, but I'm going to change the background as soon as I click OK. So what you want to do now is go and click OK. And then you should get your background like this, your white background. But I don't particularly like white background. I prefer to work on a green background. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the background. So to change the background, you first have to select the entire area that you want to change the color. So what I do, I come right here and I click right at the selection box right here, the object selection box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the entire background because I want to change the color. So I go ahead and I select the entire background. What I want to do now is to choose the color that I want. So at all times you can have more than one color on your paint bar. So I notice I have white and I have green. So if you want to use the green, what you want to do is to click the little arrow right here to get the green up the top. So I'm going to click the arrow. Now I have the green up the top. Now to get paint onto your background or to any object what you want, you have to use the paint bucket. This tool right here is the paint bucket, and it can add color in more than one way. It can add color in gradient tool, or you can just throw on the straight paint. So you just select the paint bucket and then select the color, and then you click OK, and you just go to your bucket and you just click in the air, and then your color will be on to your background. But you can also add your color onto your background by gradient, as I said. So gradient, to add it as gradient, or let me undo this. So to undo, you press Control Z. The background is locked, so it's not undoing. So if I come right up here and select one step back, you're going to change the color. That's another way to go back. So let me add the color by using gradient. So if I click gradient and then I click on here, I click the color that I want, and then I'm gonna click OK, and then I click in here. Then you drag it like that. Then you drag it like that. But if you notice how the gradient add the color, it make the color fade in. It fade the color in and out. So part is green and part is white. So I don't want it that way, but I'm just showing you a different way where you can add the color to the background. So I'm gonna take one step back. One step back. So the way I want it is not the gradient way. I just want to add it straight from the paint bucket. So I select the color, click OK, and then I select the paint bucket and I just click on it and it turns green. So I change the background. So that's the first step. So let me hop in the chat quick and see if you guys are with me. Oh, we have some more persons joining. Carl J is saying in the moving banner, how we got that already. Craft is saying, yay up. Rookie King Gaming is in the house. How are you doing, man? Are you okay? Mr. Palm, are you still here? So let me know if you understand the first step so far. Because I'm going to move on now. Because I'm going to move on to the next step now. So you understanding what you're seeing just far? You understand all the steps that I've made? So I'm going to continue now. So let me head back over to my Photoshop. So what I want to do now is that I don't like this straight plain background. So I want to add something to it to bring it off. So what I'm going to do is that I notice that the background is locked. So I want to unlock the background. So to unlock the background, you can just double click on it and then you click OK to turn it into a layer. So I click OK and now you notice that the lock sign is gone. It is now turned into a layer. So what we want to do now to ensure that we add something to this background and it's not just plain and dry like that, what we're going to do is to right click on the layer, then we're going to go to blending options. We're going to click on blending options, and then we're going to get a lot of options. But what we want to do is to change the texture of the background because it's too plain. I want to add something to it. So I click on texture. And now that you notice the background has changed to a little bit more interesting background. So that is how you set up your background, how you want it. You can choose whatever color you want. Let me just take a quick look in the chat. Yeah. So Cara J is saying okay, she's got it. So like she's okay so far. She's learning. Rocky King Gaming and Mr. Palmer is still here and he copied everything. So we're going to continue. So we head back in over to Photoshop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start adding pictures in different layers to this. And I'm going to edit the pictures how I want to get that beautiful look. So to add a picture, what you need to go is to go up to File. So I click on File. And what I want to do to add a picture is to go on where you have Place Link. So I click on Place Link. And the first picture I want to add to this is my branding strip. So I scroll from my branding strip and right here I find it. So I'm going to click on it and click Place. So I click Place and it's going to come up right here. But I don't want it in the middle right here. So to move it, all you have to do is just hold on your mouse on it and you can move it to the position that you want. So I want it over here. I want it right over here. And to get it properly fitted, you just hold on. You just hover your mouse to the edges and drag it in position like how you want it. So I'm dragging it in position to exactly how I want it. Exactly how I want it. And after you finish dragging it position how you want it, what you need to do is to come up the top right hand corner and click on the sticky icon. This little tick right here, that means you're finished editing the object or the picture and you're actually placing it now. So that is where you want it. So I click on the ticky and I actually place it. So I have the strip over to the right hand side. So I want to go ahead and add some more photos. So I'm going to go ahead now and add the photo that I want. So remember I told you about thumbnails, that persons tend to click on thumbnails more that have face in it. So I'm going to add a picture of my face with me actually showing some directions. So I have that on my desktop. So I just double click and I go to the picture that I want. And it's right here. So I click on it and I click place. And as soon as it comes up, you want to adjust it again to the size that you want it to be. So I think I want it to be just about this size. So I'm going to drag it into the position also that I'm going to want it to be placed. So I think I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, like about there, and I put it about there. And I'm gonna leave the top for text. So I'm going to drag this up about there, and I can give it a little bit more width because I'm actually going to put something over to the right hand side, and I'm going to put some text up there. I can drag it over a little bit more, and then I'm going to click place. So I'm placing the picture right there. So let me actually jump in the chat real quick and see what's going on. So is everything okay so far? Are you guys hearing me and you're actually seeing everything that I'm doing? Karja, you're using some big words. I don't know the meaning of that. Could you actually break down exactly what you mean by translucent? What you mean? That you don't want to see the background any at all? You need to break that down. So I'm gonna head over back to Photoshop and show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I'm back in Photoshop, and then what you want to do with your picture now is that, you notice I have these little timer thing on it and these little things on it that I don't want. So you can actually remove spots from the picture in Photoshop. You can remove things from it and smooth it out how you want it. So to do that, we're going to introduce it to our next tool. That tool is this tool right here that is known as spot healing brush. So yes, you're going to use a spot healing brush to get rid of all of those stuff. So what you want to do is to select the spot healing brush. And I think this size is too big. They're going to ask me to resize it, but I'm going to try it. And they're actually saying that this size is too big, it has to be resized. So I'll just click OK to resize it. So I want to start and to remove all the things that I don't want on the picture. So I remove that, and you notice it get clear. Photoshop actually remove it out of the picture. So just in case you have somebody that have a lot of dimples in their face or stuff like that, you can actually remove it from the picture using Photoshop. So I'm removing all these little marks from the picture. I don't want them to be in the picture. And what Photoshop is actually doing is finding suitable pixel just like that and match it. I don't want this mark in it also, so I'm going to remove it. So remove out this mark from there. So you notice this tool is actually refining the picture. And if you see anything anywhere that you don't want in the picture, for example, in your face, if there's a little spot or anything, you can remove it. So suppose I want to remove this little bead right here. You can actually click on it like that, and Photoshop will remove it and give it a match it with something else and clear it out. So that is how beautiful Photoshop is. So you can remove all these things from out the picture and make the picture clear. So after we clean up the picture now, what we want to do is to put the picture, take the picture off the background that it is on and put it on this background that we're using. Because we just want our picture alone to be on the background. So you guys want to know exactly how to do that? We're going to do that in just a few seconds. But let me check in the chat to see what's going on. Okay. So the chat, let me see if I can catch up real quick. Oh, you mean transparent? Yeah, I'm going to do something like that. Yes, I was trying to get in touch with you, but you didn't get back to me. You guys seem to be talking. All right, Kari J, yeah, I got you, Kari J. Kari J, is out. You're talking to him on Okay, so I understand what you guys are saying in the chat. So you're with me so far, and you understand what's going on. So we're gonna get back over to Photoshop now. Mr. Palmer, are you still here? We're gonna get back to Photoshop, and Mr. Palmer, are you learning so far? We're gonna get back over to Photoshop and continue going. So back in Photoshop now, and what I'm gonna do is to remove the picture from the background. So to do that, you can use this selection tool right here. Let me show you. So you can click on this and you can just go around the edges and select the object that you want to take out. But that is if you want to select it perfectly. I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use the quick selection tool. The quick selection tool might not be accurate, but it's quicker, and I prefer to use it. So I come right here and I select this tool, quick selection tool. So you notice you're learning a lot of tools so far. So you learn the move tool, you learn this selection tool, you learn this one, you learn healing tool. So how much tools you got? You reach 10? You learn the bucket tool, you learn the color tool. So we're gonna get to 10 tools before we're finished. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the quick selection tool and actually select this object right here. I'm gonna select just my face. And it tends to go wider than you want it sometime because it's saying, hey, you want all of this? But if it go wide, don't worry. All you have to do is to come up the top right here and click on the minus sign. So I'll click on the minus sign and then I'm just gonna use it. Hold on to it and get it to get the exact shape that I want. So if it's getting out of control, you don't worry. You can get it back in control. All you have to do is just to use the minus tool. So we're still on the minus tool and just bring it into how exactly you want it. I note it is still going out of shape, but I'm still going to fix it. So you just use the minus tool and get it exactly where you want it. And notice it is taking shape so far. So we're just going to move all this section right here. So we just use the minus tool to get it exactly how we want it. And now it came in too far right here. So all we're going to do is to bring it back out. So what we need to do is to go back and select the plus tool. And we're just going to bring it back out somewhere. But as soon as you get more comfortable with it, you will be able to use it more efficiently and more faster. But if you don't like this one, as I say, you can use the one that is more accurate. That will just let you draw a line around the picture. But I want to show you both. So I want to get the finger in it. So I'm going to bring up this part also to ensure that we get the finger in it. And then what we're going to do is to go back to the minus tool and smooth it out. Smooth it out, smooth it out. Smooth it out exactly how I want it. So I want it to take the perfect shape of my head. So we're smoothing it out. So while waiting for it to good. So let me take a quick look in the chat to see what's going on. Okay, so everybody seems to be okay and fine, and I don't see any burning question. So let me head over back. So we're still in the minus tool and we're actually smoothing out these edges to ensure that it take the perfect shape of what I want. I want it to be smooth around the head, and I want it to be smooth right here. So I'm just smoothing it out. And right here, I want to get it in here. So I'm actually going to smooth out this area also. So I'm just going to use the minus tool, drag it along here, smooth out this area. And it seems to get too far just now, so I press Ctrl Z to get it back right there where I want it. So I want to get the hand in it. So what I'm going to do is to go to the plus tool, and we're going to start selecting the hand. So we start selecting the hand also. So we're selecting the hand. And we want to get the finger, all of the finger in it. So after selecting the finger, the tool seems to be moving a little bit slower than normal, but we're going to get there. Take a quick look in the chat. Okay. So we're going to use the minus tool to smooth out the finger area now. And then we should be finished. Then we're going to go to the next step. So we're going to get the minus tool. And we're going to actually run it along the line where exactly we want it. So we don't want to select all of that area. So if you notice, it starts to take shape of the finger. So we just run it along the line right here. So we want to get rid of all of that. So we actually erase all of that. We don't want all of that. So we're actually going to take shape of the finger right here. I want to smooth out these edges right here. So we're smoothing out these edges. So we're waiting for those options to load. Then we're going to go again at it to get it a little bit more smooth. We want it to be a little bit more smoother than that. Okay. So we're still using the minus tool. But as I tell you before, this selection tool take a longer time, and it's not if you're not acquainted with it, it will take you a longer time. So is everybody okay in the chat, and everybody good so far, and you're learning everything? So what we want to do, we're still using the minus tool. We're going to get rid of these here right here. Now we're going to use the plus tool now and open up about this area right here. So we want to open up this area right here. And the computer seems to be moving slower than normal. So I'm going to actually go ahead to the next step. Okay, I'm just taking a quick look at the chat. So after you finish selecting the area that you want to crop out, what you want to do now is to come up to the area right here where you have select. You're just going to click on select, and then you want to go down to where you have modify, and then you're going to click on smooth. And you can adjust it to how smooth you want. Normally leave it at 7 there about is good for me, and I'm just going to click OK. But if you notice right here, I haven't fully select the entire all of my finger, because the quick selection tool is taking longer than normal. So I'm just going to use the other selection tool, the one that is more accurate, and just actually. Now let me control Z that. I want to actually select the upper part of the finger, but it's taking me a longer time than now. But it's going to actually start over entire thing. So I'm just going to leave that. So what you want to do now, after you select the object, what you want to do is to actually copy it onto a new layer. So to do that, you can just click Control J. Let me repeat that. You click Control J to copy it onto a new layer. So I'm going to go ahead now and click Control J and copy it onto a new layer. So I click Control J. And if you notice right here, it is copied onto a new layer. So you notice we have layer 1. So what we're going to do now is to right click on it, and then we're going to get these options. So what we want to do is to click on blending option. So when you click on blending option, we can do some more stuff to this picture. So what first I want to do is to add stroke around it. So I click add stroke, and if you notice, the stroke is now all around the areas that was selected. But might be you can actually increase the size of this stroke to make it thicker or smaller. So to increase that, what you want to do is to actually go to double click on stroke, and then we have size right -3. You can bring it down some more to like 1, and you notice that the area right here gets smaller. Or you can actually bring it up to 2. Alright, you can actually adjust this to how you want, depending on how it looks to you. So that is how you can adjust it. And you have a lot more options here that you can add other things to. Maybe you could add things to the texture. So you can add things to the texture of your picture if you want. But let me just change that. I don't want to add anything to the texture. There's a whole lot more option right here. You can add an inner glue, or you can add the shadow. There's a lot of options in here that you can add. You can just capture the image itself, like a picture. So you can check out these stuff, and you can choose what you want to do. So from there, I'm going to click OK. And so this picture now can be taken off the background. So you can do that 2 ways. One way, you can actually click on the icon right here, and it will be gone. So you just have your picture alone left. Or you can actually click on it to bring it back. So if you notice, or remove my picture from the background, whenever everybody is seeing that, you can just click back on the eye to bring it back. Another way which we can do that is that we can bring the background layer down here above this picture. So let me do that and show you also. So if we bring it above, you notice that the background picture is gone. But we bring it above the icon also. So we don't want to, so all we have to do is to bring back this up here. So it's layer on top of layer. So let me know if everybody in the chat is understanding that part, how you actually remove your picture from the background that it is on and put it on the background that you want to put it on. So let me check in the chat so far. So everybody get that part? So we're going to move on now. If everybody get that part, we're going to move on. So I'm checking in the chat to see if everybody get that part. Is everybody with me so far? Have I lose anyone? Is everybody still here? Is everybody cool so far? Because we're going to continue then. I'm watching the chat. If you're just joining us, say your name in the chat and stuff like that. We're actually going through Photoshop and actually showing some cool things, 10 things that beginners want to know. So what about who are the persons that are still here? Kings of Gaming. What do you say your name? Rajay or Raju or something like that? Are you still here? Crafty Craft, are you still in the house? Who are the persons that are watching? Let me know. I know that Kari J is still here. Who are the other persons that are watching just far? Let me know. I'm watching the chat. But we're going to continue making the thumbnail now. So I'm going to head back over to Photoshop. So what we want to do now is to add some text to this. So to add some text, all we need to do is to come right here and click on the text layer. But notice when you click on the text layer, it is saying that it's green. And we can't write green on green. So we're going to have to change the size first thing. So I'm going to bring it up to 30. And we're going to change the color. So I'm going to use white for this text. And all we have to do is to start writing our text. So I'm going to start just about right here. So I'm going to say, how to make thumbnail. And when we finish writing our text, we can actually click the arrow right here to place it. And we can actually change it up to how we want it. So suppose we want to bring the thumbnail down here, and I want to give it some more space, and we can actually place that when we finish. And we can actually change the size if we want. So we can actually change the size to make it bigger. So let us try 48. And we're going to place it. And we can actually click on the text right here. Click on the move up option and move it in the line into position where we want it. Or we can add some more text to it if we want. So if we want to add some more text to it, just click on text. And we can click right here and click down again. And we can add more text to it if we want. So we can say Photoshop. Or we can say in Photoshop. And we can actually space it out. We can change the size. We can change the color if we want. We can actually put this one in red. We can select red and then we just change the color. We just click place. We can change the color of the text. We can change the style of the text. We can do anything with the text that we want. And when we finish, we can click OK. And we can move this text into place if we want. So we just click on the move tool right here. And we can move it to put it anywhere that we want to put it. So we can move it around. So basically that's how we use the text tool. So let me see how much tools I've shown you so far. Show you the color tool 1, the text tool, the bucket, that's 3, quick selection 4, healing 5, this quick selection 6, this one 7, 8. So we're almost there. So the next thing now with your thumbnail is that you want to add a picture of whatever you're doing. picture of whatever you're doing onto the thumbnail, so persons can actually see what you're doing. So I'm gonna add a picture to that. After that, add another layer and adjust it. Remember what I tell you about layers. Anything that you want to become on top, you just bring it on top. So for example, let me show you something. So what if this layer right here, what if we have it right here and the picture was hiding the text? How would we get the picture to show over the text? All we'd have to do is to come over to layer and move the text above. So to move the text above, I would do hold on the text and drag it all the way up to the top, and then we'll let it go. And then you notice the text is coming above the picture. So those are some little simple things that beginners will want to know. But we can actually click back on the picture and move it in position. So we can even move the picture over to this side if we want. And then we can even move the text down. So before you move a layer, you have to click on the layer over here. And then we can move the text down here if we want. We can move the text to any position that we want. So we can move around things to set them in position exactly how we want them and how we want them to look in the design that we're doing. So let me take a look in the chat now and see if you guys have any question thus far. Because there's a lot more tools here to learn. This is the rubber tool that you can use to rub out things. But as you continue using Photoshop over and over, you'll get to learn more things. Alright, so Crafty Craft seems to be having fun. Carrie J is saying, okay, cool, oral, cool. Carrie J is saying, Faithful Joe, you're here. Carrie J said, can the software make watermarks? Of course you can use Photoshop to make watermark. You just put in the image that you want in there and write the text that you want on it. And put it to the size that you want. And there you go with your watermark. Alright, so Kai J want to know how she can get a screenshot of her video and to add her video here. That is very easy to do, Kai J. So you want me to show you how to do that? Say you want to get a screenshot from a video clip to put here. So that is easy. That is very easy to do. So you want me to show you exactly how to do that. So to do that, all you'd have to do is to just simply go to your video. So I'm going to go to a video. Tell you what, I'm going to go to one of your videos and grab a screenshot of your video and put it over here. And put it over here and show you. So let me go to one of your videos. I'm going to go to one of your videos, grab one of your screenshot and put it in Photoshop to show you exactly how to do it. So I'm just giving that some time to load so I can grab a clip. For the persons that are watching, is everybody still here? So I'm gonna grab a screenshot from one of your video cards. But I can talk you through the process while this is loading. I can talk you through the process, tell you exactly what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video and then I'm going to stop it at the section that I want to capture. And all I'm going to do is to click print screen on my computer to capture the screen. Then I'm going to save it in Paint. Then I'm going to save it in Paint and then I'm going to bring it over to Photoshop. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm breaking up. Might be because I'm actually running too much things now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close back this. Tell me if you're hearing me fine now. Are you hearing me okay now? I think all computer come with it. If you look on the keyboard, you see a button that said PRTSC, print screen. Every computer have print screen on it. You sure it's not on your computer? That feature is on every computer. So I'm not, because I'm running Photoshop and I'm running some other things. I'm not able to, and I'm using actually Chrome browser that take a lot of resources. I'm not going to be able to open up another Chrome browser to play one of your videos. So what I'm going to do is to play a video that I have on my computer, capture a shot from it, and then put it in the Photoshop to show you. So what I'm going to do is to go, you see the button now? Is to go to, let me know if you see the button. To go to Documents, and I'm going to go into one of my videos. So where are my videos? I have a lot of videos here. So I'm going to go to one to share film more. So I'm going to capture a section from this video. So we're just waiting for that to load, for that video to start loading. Okay, I'm glad that you see the print screen. Who else is here? Who are the persons that are watching? Thing to clear off the screen, and that part don't seems to be very. I just save this to my desktop, so I just click save as, I put it on that we captured. I'm gonna go to my start, then I just click save, and it's going to be on my desktop save. Start menu, click on it, size it down, and then I can actually crop it, take out the exact part that I want. So I just want this part right here. So I just crop the part that I want. And then I finish, I just click crop. I just get the part that I want. I just save this to my desktop. So I just click save as. I put it on desktop. I just say CarJ example. Then I just click save. And it's going to be on my desktop save. So we can minimize this. Then I head back over to Photoshop. Then just click on file. Then I click place link. And then we look on our desktop. We're going to look for, we're looking for CarJ example. And here it is. I'll click on it. I'll click place. And there is it in Photoshop. We get it in Photoshop. So now we can resize it to any size that we want. So we get it in Photoshop, as simple as that. Oh, so we're just resizing it to let it give a better look. So we can leave it at that and just click place. And there you have it in Photoshop. So CarJ, let me know if you understand that, if that is helpful for you. Is there any other questions that you guys have for me? Put them in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. No, we don't want to copy and paste it straight into Photoshop, because remember that we want to crop out the exact part that we want. We want our work to look a little bit more neat, a little bit more professional. Oh, so Carrie J said she got it very well. So what other questions you guys have for me to Photoshop? Think I've shared 10 tools with you guys already. You understand them all well? Is there any other questions that you have as it relates to Photoshop? Or any other YouTube related questions that you guys want to ask me? I'm here to answer your questions. It's actually Q&A time now. So I'm watching the chat. So I'm watching the chat for you guys' question. Rajik King, you seems to be seems as if you're very good at Photoshop. So you guys are hearing me? Do you guys have any more questions for me? I'm watching the chat. Anything else that you need to know, Kari J? Or anybody else that is watching? Any other questions that you guys have for me? You're a part-time graphic designer? So you're a pro at Photoshop. So can you make me a good lower third? I want a good lower social media lower third. Can you make me a good lower third, social media lower third? Rajay King Gaming, where exactly are you watching from? Are you Jamaican? So who are the persons that are still here? Kari J is here. Rajay King is here. Yeah, so that means he's a pro. So I want you to make me a social media lower third. Can you do that? Who are the other persons that are watching? Where is Craft to Craft? He's not here. I'm gonna close Photoshop, then open another window and take a look at this thumbnail. Oh, so you're actually in Florida now. So how did hurricane treat you? So you're in Florida now? How did hurricane treat you? Okay, so I want you to make me some social media lower third. So you know the names to put in there? It's the same name on all social media. Social Media Tech TV, on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. So how did hurricane treat you guys in Florida? Crafty Craft, are you still in the house? So guys, can I close out Photoshop now? Can I close Photoshop now? Oh, you didn't get the hurricane, you're 30 minutes away. Kari J, any other questions about Photoshop? Can I close it out now? And take a look at Rajay King thumbnails. So Kari J, if you want to grow on YouTube, you have to learn to use Photoshop. Because remember that your thumbnails is what's going to influence persons to click on your video. So you have to try start making some real catchy thumbnails. So you understand Photoshop well now by just one tutorial that I teach you and you understand it well now. So I'm going to close out Photoshop. What you're saying, you understand it well now from just one tutorial. Raji, tell her that there are endless amount of things you can do in Photoshop. We're not even at the half of it yet. Oh, you understand how to get around to make a thumbnail. Yeah, but there are a lot more stuff that we can do with Photoshop. But I'm gonna go into some more in-depth things as it relates to Photoshop. But this is just like the beginning stage, how to get around and how to make a thumbnail. So that's actually pretty cool that you actually learned from me. It's actually cool that I can teach something and somebody learn it. That give me like goosebumps, if you understand what I'm saying. So Roger King Gaming, you are at 142 subscriber. So I look at your channel art and I see what your channel is about. It is about gaming. But however, you don't tell what time you upload videos. You don't say what time you upload videos. I'm waiting for your channel trailer to start playing. And channel trailer seems to be at the right length, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Your channel art don't look too bad. However, I'm just not seeing what time you upload. And you only have one social media link right here. You're trying to make a photograph of yourself right here.
Yo, what is up? You don't know us, we don't know you, but that's going to change in a minute. So continue watching. Yo, what is up? What is up? You don't know us.
Kai J, you have to turn on my desktop mic. Cause you have to hear this you have to hear this intro. From me hear the intro, I know say I'm a Jamaican. So let me actually go so audio and turn on me. Oh, my desktop audio was on all along. So how was it? Never did that. How comes it never did a echo? It should be echoing. It was on all along. My desktop audio is on. So you should be hearing it. Kari G. So I'm gonna play it. Let me just check in the chat. Yeah, Kari J. I like when I teach somebody something and they actually learned it. I like that. That is what motivates me. So I'm gonna play his intro and hear and listen to it all go on. From here intro, I know say I'm Jamaican. Yeah.
Yo, what is up? You don't know us, we don't know you, but that's going to change in a minute. So continue watching as I tell you about our channel real quick. We're Ro Kings Gaming. This channel was created by two Jamaican guys, one by the name of Rocardo and another by the name of King Rico. So hence the name Ro Kings Gaming. So our intentions for creating this channel was to be funny while doing what we love, which is gaming. So feel free to subscribe to our channel, and here's a sneak peek of some of the gameplay that you'll be seeing here with us on this journey.
Oh, let me ask. Roque, you know a girl by the name of Bridget Maria? I brought her onto my live stream in one of my live stream episodes. You know her? Let me know in the chat if you know her. So I'm gonna sub to you because I think you make a good channel chair. I'm gonna sub to you let me use this one so I can turn on the bell notification. So turning on bell notification so I can actually watch a few of your gaming stuff. I'm not really a game guy like that, but since you're Jamaican and you're cool and you seems to be doing your stuff, I'm gonna watch some of your videos. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, and then I'm gonna take a look at some of your thumbnails. Okay, so we can call you Carter. Yeah, him thing up. So Carrie J, sure you're Jamaican, so you can make him bring you up to speed. And Carrie J, remember I'm gonna tell you, you need to start some live stream. So I'm actually going to look at his thumbnails now. Carter, you didn't answer my question. You know this girl that I brought on my live stream by the name of Bridget Maria? Alright. So the channel art, the only thing you need to put on it is when you upload. So let me look at your thumbnails. I'm not really reviewing your channel, I'm just taking a quick glance. Alright. Thumbnails. Alright, this look good. Yeah, so you have really good thumbnails. But the gaming niche on YouTube is a lot of person in the gaming niche, so you have to be doing something good. So why you didn't make most of the thumbnails look like this? I like this one. I think you should replicate this all over. So your thumbnails are good. At least to me. Okay, so let me see what you guys are saying in chat. Okay, you say yes. Okay, so you know her. You can't be shy for live stream when you are actually doing videos. So don't you do videos and post them? So why you think you're shy for live stream? Don't you do videos and post them? So why you think that you're shy for live stream? Okay, so see you get help there. Carrie J, you get help, so you must help you with your banner. Yeah, but you don't want to put it in your about section because not everybody is gonna go to your about section. Some persons want to see it on your channel art, so you want to put it on your channel art. Oh, you help Carrie J Bridget with her channel art. Yeah, I brought her onto my live stream because I think she was cool, and I wanted her to get some more exposure and to get some more fans. So I'm not sure the video is still up on my channel and still getting views, so that should be helping her and she should be getting a little bit more fans. Carrie J, when are you going to appear on one of my live stream? You're saying you're too shy to appear on one. Alright, since you're shy to have your own live stream, you can appear on one of my live stream as my host, as my co-host. Interested in that? Yeah, I know what her channel art look like. I went and looked at her channel. But since I brought her and I'm not hearing much from her again. She must get more fun, Carrie J. Remember that whenever I'm hosting a live stream, persons are going to be watching while I'm hosting it. But after the video, after the live stream has ended, YouTube is going to re-upload the video to YouTube. And the video is going to be on my live stream. So if you look on the collaborations that I've done, they're like getting 100 views or stuff like that. So every time somebody view the video on my channel, is a chance for her to get exposure. And there might be persons that are my subscribers that like her, that also like her channel, and they might subscribe to her channel. So it's always a good thing when you do a collaboration. You don't have to answer when you're on. Notice when if you watch the collaborations that I did with the rest of persons, I'm the person that are taking the answering the questions. They're just on my live just for a little exposure. I'm answering the question. All I did is to introduce themselves and say what the channel is about, and they can answer 1 and 2 questions that they might know. And I'm the lead host. I'm the person that is taking the questions. So if you can start doing your live stream on your own, you can start coming to my channel and starting. So you should be ready for Sunday. So Rajay King, how long now have you been on YouTube? How long have you been on YouTube now? Because I'm just like here. Yeah, and I need to know, Karji, how long have you been on YouTube? Because I started YouTube last year, August. And I'm almost 2000 already. And I learned most of the important things recently. Because if you go back and watch like my older videos, you'd laugh. Okay, so you're gonna get there. KJ, what type of work you do? Where do you work? How long ago you started YouTube, KJ? Oh, so you start just 2 months after me. Of course, it could continue. It could continue. You do your part of the video, and him do him part of the video, and edit it, and send it and edit it and put it together. Of course, it could continue. So, KJ, you are a nurse? Are you a nurse? Or you don't want to answer that on the live? Well, at least the chat is not going to be showed on the re-upload. Only what I am saying is going to be on the upload. What is that? Then the Muslu. Cardo, I don't get that. I don't get what you're saying. Okay. So you're not black anymore? If you're just joining this live stream, we're dealing with Photoshop. If you have any questions that you like to ask us, put them in the chat, and we're more than happy to answer your questions. No, not necessarily. She could be a security guard. She could be a receptionist. There are many different jobs there, not just nurses right there. So what you guys said? Any more questions? Do you have do you want to see a next live stream tomorrow? We're doing editing. You know that tomorrow should be the day that you should be on my live stream, though, Karji. Karji, yeah, tomorrow live stream we're gonna do video editing, but I get to understand that you're pro at Filmora, and I will be using Filmora, so that is a good opportunity for you to come on my live and be a co-host. Anyway, my goal for my YouTube channel, I want to grow my YouTube channel to at least 100,000 subscribers in at least no longer than 3 years. And I want to turn my YouTube channel into a business, a real business that can hand down from generation to generation. So that's my goal for my YouTube channel. What is the goal for your YouTube channel? What I want it to be educational base. I want it to help other persons, impact other person's life. That's what I want it to be about. I don't want it to be any other niche like any of the other niches. I want to ensure that it is actually adding value to people's life, teaching them how to do things. So that's my goal for my YouTube channel. What is the goal for your YouTube channel? Yeah, so you can come on tomorrow like 8:30 after work. Alright, so when I say turn my YouTube channel into a business, I mean remember how a business mean how can your YouTube channel be a business? You're actually running ads on your channel, so that is turning over revenue. So that it by itself is actually a business already. Now remember that when your YouTube channel grow to a certain large amount of subscriber, you're gonna actually get sponsorship deals. So you can actually do tutorial videos for company and you actually pay. They actually pay. You're gonna also do consultation where persons are actually gonna pay you for consultation to grow your YouTube channel from 0 to 100,000 subscriber, a million subscriber, whatever number it is. So consultation, sponsorship deal, and all the stuffs on YouTube. So it will actually be a real business. I don't like that answer. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Kaji, you ever check out my website? I think you should check out my website and subscribe to my email list. I think you might like my website. If you just join in this live stream and notice that we have 5 persons now, you can actually see your name in the chat. We can actually give you a free channel review to see what your channel is all about. And we're actually, the topic that we're doing tonight is Photoshop. However, we will take any questions that you might have, because I noticed that there are more persons that have joined that is watching. Say your name in chat, introduce yourself, let us check out your channel, or we can actually elaborate some more on the topic that we are actually teaching, but you actually missed the topic and we're now in the question segment. Okay, I got you, Corey G. I got what you're saying. So what is your real goal? You haven't said your goal as yet. Because that what you said just now is not really a goal. It's just you watching? Who are the persons that are watching? Okay, if you go to my channel, alright, you'll see the website icon. So you just click on it and it will take you over to my website. But my website is www.socialmediatechtv.com. www.socialmediatechtv.com. Yeah, remember to subscribe to my email list. So, well, that's a good thing. You need to finish that. What is it that you're doing a degree in? So Karche, what you say? You coming on tomorrow? On the live, we're gonna do Filmora video editing. I got you on that one, Karche. I got you. Rajay, Cardo, what you think about video editing tomorrow? Or better yet, you want to come on the live and do a session on Photoshop? How about you come in and live and do a session on Photoshop? That is possible also, you know. Let me know. So you want to do some more advanced? You want to do an advanced session on the channel, on the live, on Photoshop? Let me know. Karj, tell me what you think about it. No, Skype won't work because we can't put Skype in OBS. I've been trying to put Skype in OBS. It's not working out. There are some other programs that we could put in OBS, but it's not working out. So what we'd use, we will actually use Google Hangouts. So what you can do is that you can share your screen, and when you share your screen, it should be showing, so you can share your screen and teach them what you're teaching them. Show us what you're showing us. Think it can be done that way. Yes, Hangout can screen share. So when you want to do it? So which day you want to do it? Tomorrow? Or we're thinking about it for tomorrow. Courage, what you think about doing that for tomorrow? Some more advanced tips and Photoshop. So we're thinking about that for tomorrow, Cardo. So you can actually hit me up on an email, and you can actually bring in your rest of friends. I don't think I'm gonna hit up Bridget on an email, so we can bring in Bridget and I hit up Bridget on an email, and we can have a big party. So hit me up on an email and we'll finalize it and talk about it and put it together and stuff like that. So guys, I'm actually live streaming for like what is that? Almost 2 hours. So we don't want the live stream to be too long, because if it's too long, then persons are not going to be enthused to watch it. We want to keep it about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to end the live stream. Oh yeah, for real. Courage, what do you mean if I could handle it? I know, I think I'll be able to. Okay, you can message me on Twitter. Okay, Courage, remember we have to have fun, so you can join us in the chat, and you're going to learn some advanced tip. Remember, you want to learn about Photoshop, so you can learn some advanced tip there tomorrow. So that's the format for the live stream tomorrow. Carter is going to come on and teach us some advanced tip as it relates to Photoshop. Okay, I see. Okay. So, guys, that's it. We don't want to go too long. If you don't have any more questions, I'm going to actually end the live stream. Thank everybody for watching. Thank you for watching, Kari J. Thank you for coming on, Cardo. And everybody that watching, it was a good live stream. It was successful. And if you're watching this on the replay, remember to hit the like button, give this live stream a thumbs up, or give this video a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, and leave your comments in the comment sections. I'm thinking I'm going to go out now. I'm going to give you just 1 minute for final comments. Okay, so we're all good. We're all set. So I'll talk to you on Twitter. And see you again tomorrow this time. All the best for you too. So that's it from me, guys. I'm out.